Welcome to the Small Business Made Simple podcast, brought to you by socialmediaandmarketing.com.au. Being in business is never easy, but it can be simple, or at least simpler. Join me, your host Jen Donovan, every week where we focus on marketing, social media, and working towards simplifying your business. You with me? Let's do this.
Gonna dream it big, 'cause someone out there listening. Everyone's got a voice to give, and it's time I heard you whistling, 'cause there's no point at all, in dreaming small,
Hey there, my podcast family. Welcome to episode 52 of the Small Business Made Simple podcast. Thank you, as always, for lending me your ears today. I know you have lots of choices out there, and I sincerely appreciate you making me one of them. If you're a first-time listener, then really super welcome to you. I'm so pleased that you've landed here with me on the Small Business Made Simple podcast. I am the host, Jen Donovan, and as you'll learn, I live and I breathe and I have dreams and probably some nightmares about social media and marketing, but it is my life. I absolutely love it, and I love trying to make your business a little bit simpler by this podcast and lots of other little ways inside my business as well. Because business isn't always easy, but it definitely should be simple or a little bit simpler. One of the ways I can help make your life a little bit simpler is my Facebook group, Like-Minded Business Owners. If you haven't joined that as yet, please feel free to go to Facebook and search Like-Minded Business Owners and join that group. It's a place where you can ask questions, get advice, get in contact with me, just anything that will help make your business and your business life a little bit simpler. As I mentioned before, this is episode 52, and alas, it's the end of the year. Back in December 2018, when the idea for this podcast was born inside my little ant brain, I was basically sitting beside the pool one day and pondering the question, what can I do to stand out from the crowd, to educate small business owners and have a really big impact in 2019? The answer, of course, was this particular podcast. To me, it was like there's someone to do marketing and social media nearly for every corner in Australia. So what was I going to do that was just that little bit different to help me stand out? So the podcast was born. On episode 1, I declared that I would commit to doing 52 of these, and today is the day I get to tick that goal off my list because I have done officially 52 episodes for 2019, one every week. Now, don't panic. I'm certainly not stopping now. In fact, I've got a whiteboard full of ideas already that will probably take me through to August next year and, of course, beyond. But I wanted to share, and I perhaps just wanted to reflect on this achievement with you all. If there's something that you wanted to achieve in 2020, maybe it's been on your list since 2019 or 2018 or 2017, and it just hasn't got done, I really want to encourage you on this really quick episode to do it. Make it get to the top of the list. Make sure that it gets to the top and you do it. Back in January this year, I had never done a podcast episode. In fact, I'd never actually ever been like a guest on a podcast either. So I really didn't know what doing a podcast every week would actually do, or probably not actually do, but how I would actually go about that. But today I've done it. So how did I do it? Well, I YouTubed like crazy, like a crazy teenager, to find out how the heck I was going to do it. And to be honest, I probably will never listen to episode 1 ever again because I'm afraid what it might sound like. I know that I have grown and this business has grown and the podcast has grown over the last 52 episodes. I also know that I took out as many breaths and ums and ahs and mistakes that I possibly could in that first episode. And I know that it's not perfect, and it probably really wasn't even very good, but it was done. Because my mentor always had this saying, ready, fire, aim. Yep, that's right. Ready, fire, aim. Not the other way around, because he would say that the world doesn't need anybody else aiming, in inverted commas, to do something. Just do it. Work with what you have and just do it. And fix it and change it or make it better as you go, because if you wait for perfect, you'll never do it. And that is what inspired me to perhaps get on and do the podcast, even though I'd never done a podcast before. And so on this very short episode 52, which is actually falling on Boxing Day in 2019, I really want to encourage you to ready, fire, aim on that project that you've got for 2020, or on that project that never made it to the top of the list in 2019, or maybe just in your actual life itself. Perfection is a trap, and doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. And I know I'm not the first person to quote that to you. So ready, fire, aim. Before I go, I would really like to encourage you to listen to a couple of past episodes of the podcast in case you haven't managed to listen to them yet. The first one is episode 46, which was all about planning for 2020 and choosing your word for the year. Now, if you have never done this little process before, it's not wishy-washy. I promise you, it is actually a great marketing strategy to choose one word and you run all goals and all scenarios through it for a whole year. So I'd really encourage you to go back and have a listen to that. It's, of course, the URL for it is socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/46. Episode 47 was all about some marketing predictions for 2020, and in fact following really 6 essential marketing trends for next year, and that is of course at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/47. I think if you can have a listen to that and make sure that these essential marketing trends are actually in your marketing plan for 2020 and beyond, then you will become a superstar. And of course, the last one is episode 48, and it was really just a fluffy, feel-good episode, and it was a little bit of too much about me. It made me outside my comfort zone, but really the message was definitely for you. And it was titled, What Happened When I Said Yes for a Whole Year. Of course, that's at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/48. If you have got some pretty big, hairy, audacious goals for yourself in 2020 or beyond, then maybe episode 48, the year that I said yes, and my stories that follow from that, just might encourage you to make those BHAGs, those big, hairy, audacious goals, a reality. And I think if you listen to all those, then I know that your mindset heading into 2020 is going to be just where you need it to be to plan for your best year yet. If you want to reach out to me and chat about what 2020 might look for you and have a free 30-minute Zoom call with me, then just go to the show notes for this episode at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/52 and head to where I've actually got my Calendly link. If you want, I will say it. So it's calendly.com/jen-smm/discovery. But in case that doesn't make any sense for you, then maybe just head to the show notes and get that link, and let's organize a 30-minute Zoom call in the new year so we can chat about what 2020 might look like for you. I've actually never offered this via my podcast before, but I figure if I'm really serious about wanting you to have your best start in 2020, then this is one way that I can help, and I can really have an impact on you and your business in next year. And of course, if you do listen to episode 46 about picking your word for 2020, then you'll quickly notice that mine is impact. I want to have an impact on as many small business owners as I can, and hopefully that could actually involve you as well. So that is why I'm offering a free 30-minute Zoom call to anyone who would like to book that and have a chat with me. There's no discovery this week. It's just you and I having a chat. So that's all for episode 52. I'm really proud of how 2019 turned out for me, and I sincerely hope that you are also so proud of your 2019. So big love, my podcast family. I so appreciate your ears every Thursday. And of course, I will be back next Thursday, but oh my goodness, it'll be 2020 and I will have some more marketing know-how and another great discovery. Of course, if you're enjoying this podcast, please don't forget to subscribe because I've got some awesome things planned for this podcast in 2020 and you will only find out about them if you've actually subscribed to the podcast. If you'd like to leave me a rating or a review, then those things are like gold for podcasters like me. I love reading them and really I just treasure that someone takes an extra 2 minutes out of their day to help me and my business. Of course, that's all for episode 52. I'd love to connect with you on social, so let's get social on social. But of course, for the last time in 2019, remember my small business peeps, as my opening song says, there is no point in dreaming small.
Tell it like you feel it, say it proud, be true, and let us see you for the star that you are.